Hello, thank you for joining me today. Today's counselling conversation is going to be on identifying stress. Stress. Not a lot of that going around at the moment, is there? Only everywhere. So how do we know within our bodies if we are carrying stress that we might not otherwise be aware of? The physical signs of stress can often be identified as other things. But when you look at them all together and see that you have a range of them, it might be an indicator that it's time to up the self-care. Tiredness. Tired all the time, periods of extreme tiredness, dragging yourself around exhausted. Your bowels, going to the toilet a lot, upset tummies, not going at all, constipation. Your immune system, you're getting a cold all the time, cold sores. Anything that's doing the rounds, even though you're not really in contact with lots of other people, you're still catching things because your immune system is struggling with carrying everything else that's going on in the background. Headaches, random pains, anxious breathing up here, high in the chest, sweating, sweaty palms, hot flushes that are not menopausal, sleep patterns. Are you having trouble going to sleep? Are you having trouble staying asleep? You wake up in the early hours, ruminate, go through things. Your appetite, eating lots to fill that hole that's not being filled. Or can't eat at all, not interested. Decision making. Can't make any decisions. There's too much to choose. I go from one to the other, or there's only one to make and it feels like a big step. Restlessness and that inability to concentrate. So look at the causes. What might have changed in the background other than a world pandemic? Because that's out with your control. And often worry and stress are connected with situations that you have little or no control over. Uncertainty, inconsistency, all of those things that are going on around us at the moment. And then change. Change is very difficult for some people to accept, and change in others is unsettling. And that feeds into the uncertainty. So pressure, overwhelmed with responsibility of making the business work if it's a job that's affected by the pandemic, of having to go out to work with other people. All of these things out with your control, but very stressful. So is the pressure external? How can you look to manage that? Or is it internal? Is it because you're piling that pressure on yourself and you have these high expectations? So look for support. Look for your support network and look for how you can support yourself. So relaxation techniques, exercise, yoga, still do all of these things by Zoom. They're all out there for you and lots of them free or low cost. Get yourself a diary or a piece of paper that you can write things down. Note down the stress. Take it outside of you. And write down how you feel. Is it all or nothing? Where does that get triggered? Is it somewhere in between? Have a look at the TLC, the baths, the books, the candles, a hobby, mindful colouring, whatever it is. It might not be something that you normally do, but your stress level is potentially being enhanced by everything else that's going on over and above what normally might be your stressed area. And so you need to up the ante with the background. Have a look at your alcohol, caffeine and nicotine intake and try and reduce them a little bit. In times of stress, I need an extra glass of wine, I need more cigarettes, all of those things, but they're actually impacting in a negative way on your immune system because they have a negative impact on how your body has to cope with the extra toxins. Learning to say no, that's a huge one. Learning to say no, because sometimes it's okay to. No, I can't do an extra shift. No, I can't go. I just don't feel well. I am stressed, I'm looking after myself, however you want to put it into your life. Sometimes it's okay to say no. Look at your sleep. Set an alarm to go to sleep. Don't let yourself slump on the couch and fall asleep there. Set an alarm to go to bed. Have a look at other videos where we've looked at sleep patterns and how important that is on supporting yourself and your immune system and how you deal with everything else. Fresh air. If you can't manage around the block every day, don't set up goals and pressurise yourself more. Open the window safely. Open the front door and have a breathe of some fresh air. Proper breathing. I'm not just here thinking and ruminating. I'm at this door to breathe the air. Have a look at that. Write a to-do list the night before the day you've got lots on. Not when you're in the midst of it, but what you're preempting to put down, prioritise and methodically work your way through it. And be okay with saying, no, you don't jump to the top of my things to-do list. I'll prioritise you in with what's already there. You are only human. And again, have a look at what you're eating. Increase those foods, the fresh veg, the fruit, the brown bread, the bananas, the Brazil nuts, the porridge, the slow release calming food. Might not be what you want to eat all the time, but in a time of stress, you're looking to support yourself. So all of these things are part of your armoury to be able to fight the good fight for yourself and look after yourself. Because right now, we need to look after ourselves even more than we do normally, because there is so much going on out there. I hope that was helpful as always. Please like, subscribe, comment, follow Instagram, Facebook, all of those things where I try and connect to people in a hope that something might be helpful. So please take care as always. Thank you. Bye-bye.